The Cleveland Cavaliers finally traded Kyrie Irving, and they got back a hell of a package. Isaiah Thomas, Jay Crowder, and the Nets' 2018 first-round pick. That's a lot better than what a lot of people thought the Cavs would be getting for Kyrie. As a matter of fact, I think the Cavs are even better now. They got Isaiah Thomas, who is basically from the same mold as Kyrie. They're both scoring guards who score by creating space off the dribble. They're pretty much the same, except Isaiah overall is just a bit better, and he was able to lead Boston's offense last season, so this means that LeBron James can finally catch his breath in the playoffs, because whenever LeBron rested and Kyrie was left to handle the Cavs' offense, the Cavs were much worse offensively with LeBron off the floor and Kyrie leading. But I doubt that that would be the case for Isaiah Thomas. He led Boston's offense, and I expect him to do that for the Cavs a lot in the upcoming season. Another factor in this trade is Jay Crowder. I think the fact that two big names have been moved has overshadowed the addition of Crowder. Jay is the perfect shooting guard for the Cavs, and I said shooting guard because that's probably what Jay will be playing, because he is a much better player than J.R. Smith. He's a very good defender, which is exactly what the Cavs need, and the Cavs wouldn't be losing much on offense because Jay shot 40% from 3 on 5.5 attempts per game. Jay is an efficient 3-and-D player who will be great for the Cavs, and of course, Isaiah will have a huge impact on the team. But the biggest thing in this trade, in my opinion, is the 2018 Brooklyn Nets pick, which is projected to go anywhere from 1st to 3rd. But what do the Cavs do with that pick? Do they keep it, or do they trade it for a superstar? Do they get a superstar now, or hold on to it for a future superstar? This is a tough decision, because I promise if the Cavs put that pick on the market that they will get some great offers, and if they improve enough to beat the Warriors, that could mean that LeBron James re-signs, because I don't know if you remember, but back in 2014 when LeBron signed with the Cavs, he said that he would have stayed with the Miami Heat had they won the 2014 championship. So I imagine he would apply that same logic to these Cavs. If the Cavs win the 2018 championship, LeBron will most likely re-sign with the Cavs, but the Cavs would need to put together a team that can compete with the Warriors. And they could do that by trading that Nets pick for DeMarcus Cousins. Now, let me explain my logic here. The New Orleans Pelicans are one of my most anticipated teams of the 2017-18 season. I can't wait to see what AD and Boogie can do, but there is a good to fair chance that the Pelicans don't make the playoffs this season, and with DeMarcus Cousins being a free agent after this season, I think DeMarcus leaving for a contender in the offseason is very plausible. Perhaps he could join the Thunder with Westbrook and Paul George, or the Rockets with Harden, Chris Paul, and potentially Melo, if cap space was cleared. So, if by the trade deadline it looks like the Pelicans will be missing the playoffs or just barely making it, I think it is very plausible that the Pelicans could take that Nets pick along with Tristan Thompson for salary reasons in exchange for Boogie. If that trade went down and Dwayne Wade signs with the Cavs after being bought out by the Bulls, they could have a lineup of Isaiah Thomas, Jay Crowder, who I think would still start over Dwayne Wade because he's just better for that system, LeBron James at small forward, Kevin Love, and DeMarcus Cousins with Derrick Rose, Dwayne Wade, and J.R. Smith off of the bench, and they could still have shooters in Kyle Korver and Channing Frye still coming off the bench. That would make them one of the best benches, if not the best bench in the NBA. But there is a potential problem with this. While I think this team could beat the Warriors, I would still put my money on the Warriors, and that could be disastrous for Cleveland's future, because LeBron James, DeMarcus Cousins, and Isaiah Thomas would all be free agents in 2018, and at least one of them would most likely leave in the offseason if the Cavs lose to the Warriors. And if that one player is LeBron, you might as well lose all three. But because they traded that Nets pick for DeMarcus Cousins, the Pelicans would get either Michael Porter Jr., Marvin Bagley, or Luka Doncic, while the Cavs get like the 29th pick when they could have kept that pick and been prepared for the future. So what do the Cavs do? Do they trade that pick for a star, which, by the way, doesn't necessarily have to be DeMarcus Cousins? Or do they keep that pick in preparation for a future without LeBron James? Do they risk it all for a potential championship with possibly more to come? Or do they hold on to it with a potential superstar in Bagley, Porter, or Doncic? It's a tough call. So far I've done nothing but propose things, but now it's time for my opinion. The NBA is all about winning championships. If there is something the Cavs can do to even win just one championship, it is worth not getting a jump start for their future. Remember, if the Cavs lose LeBron, Cousins, and Isaiah, they will suck in 2019, but that comes with the benefit of potentially drafting Zion Williams. So it's not a huge loss to lose out on that top 3 pick in 2018 despite how talented Bagley, Porter, and Doncic might be. Let me know what you think in the comments. That's the end of this video. Please be sure to like and subscribe for more NBA content like this, and cue the outro music.
I dare you play your cards, boy, you bet I'm a trendsetter too. Fire when the strobe hits you.
That's it, Brian?
Yes.